Good morning to all the students of class 6. Yesterday we have finished reading the first stanza of the poem Echoing Green. Today we will do the second stanza and the third stanza. Before we begin, let us recapitulate what we have seen in the first stanza. In the first stanza, we have seen it is a beautiful spring morning. The sun arises, the bells are ringing, and the birds are singing loudly to welcome the season spring. And the children are playing in the green field. Now let's see what these next two stanzas talk about. Let us start. Second stanza. Old John with white hair does laugh awake here, sitting under the oak among the old folk. Here, Old John simply refers to an old man, and white hair depicts his final years of life or his old age. The second line means this man forgets the problems of his life and becomes happy. Care here indicates the thoughts of being old and fear of death, which confirms that old John, without caring about his old age and death, is just enjoying the playing of the children. And he is sitting under an oak tree along with other people. Now let's have a look how does an oak tree look like. Here the oak tree not only means a tree in the park or in the field, but also it means the strength and shelter for the old men. Now, next lines. They laugh at our play and they all say, such were the joys when we all girls and boys in our youth time were seen on the equine green. Now, what happens? Seeing the children playing, the old people start reminiscing, start memorizing their youth time, their own childhood. Like the children, they too used to enjoy when they were young in this green field. Clear? Now students, it also refers to that they have also had the season of joys on green, which echoed with the pleasant sounds of spring back then as well. Now they are old and their place is taken by these children. And in future these children will also become old and then some new children will play in this green field. Thus this cycle of life will continue forever. That is why this green is called echoing green. So students, the second stanza is clear to you? Okay, now let's move on to the next stanza. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry, the sun does descend and our sports have an end. In this stanza, the mood is a bit melancholic. And what is this word, melancholic? What does this word mean? This means depressed or sad. The little ones, that means the children, become very, that means tired, and they cannot be merry or happy anymore, as they cannot play anymore. Why? Because the sun descends, that means the sun sets and the ground becomes dark. So they have to stop their playing. Understood? Now moving on to next stanza. Next lines. Round the laps of their mother, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. So the children ending their sports go back home, and their brothers and sisters all together sit and rest their heads on the laps of their mothers. Like the bird chicks or the little birds flock around their mother in the nest. Hence, on the darkening green, no playing of children is seen. Unlike the other two stanzas, this stanza ends in darkening green because it is the end of the day and the sun sets. So we have seen how a day begins and passes and ends. It also indicates as the beautiful season, spring will end certainly, and the gloomy seasons like autumn and winter will advent, taking its place. Students, this also symbolizes the cycle of life. That is, or that means all the actions will go on repetitive mode that I have already described. So students, if you do not understand this poem well, still this is not pretty much clear to you, you can read the lines of the poem and watch the video again and again to get it clear. Thank you students. Have a good day.